Hi y'all, I'm Allison. Welcome to the Mighty Bujo. I've got my third weekly layout for October for y'all. And before we get started on it, I wanted to show you how my second week turned out. It was a fun theme to use. I like the green against the black. But it's time to move on and set up the next one. So, in my race to beat the holiday, so I can finally be caught up and put these videos out in a timely manner, I seem to be doing okay. Tomorrow will be Halloween and I only have one last video to do. So either I'll double up and have an extra one for y'all later in the day, or my last weekly layout will actually be posted on Halloween, and if all goes well, I will have my November video starting on the 1st. So cross your fingers for me. But getting back to the task at hand, over here I am drawing a little casket that I googled online. And up here we have the beginning of a little cemetery scene. So I've been trying to get a glowing full moon this month. Seems the yellow with some gray mixed seems to do pretty well. I think it's obvious that it's not a sun and it's a moon. I think the gray fixed it. And now we can come back over here and get the casket started. One of the reasons I bounce around so much, for one, it's the way I think, but two, it also allows the ink to dry before I come back in and add more color or whatnot. Helps prevent the markers from muddying each other up. So over here you may notice that I completely ignored my pencil lines and made quite a few goofs. Typically I do this sketching to see how it's going to lay out on the page size wise, and it kind of gives me a feel for how it's going to go. And then I typically ignore it. If I think the image needs to move over, then I'll just shift it. It's kind of a practice run, if you will. With the thin marker, I wasn't too worried about the lines being necessarily straight because I knew I was going to come in with something bolder and it would smooth everything out. But anyway, here's my little casket, which I think turned out really good by the time it's all said and done. And this will be a spot for notes. The black ink will obviously show on it, and I can just write any little notes that I have on the lid of the casket. This, of course, is my weekly layout, and I've got my little cemetery scene up top. That will be for calls, errands, and holiday prep. So much to get done this time of year. Down here, I've got my little mini challenge tracker, and if you've seen my other weekly layouts, you know this is something I do every month. I have like a month-long goal on something I want to work on, and I focus that month, hopefully, on either completing a task or trying to establish a new hobby. Some months are much more effective than others. This one, I haven't made much progress, but that's all right. Here we have some little ghosts that I used in my Halloween movie page, which I will put a link up here for y'all. My little headstones. This was a fun page to work off and look back at throughout the week. I tend to spend a lot of time with my weekly layouts just because that's the main page I seem to go to. I do have, of course, my monthly view at the beginning of the month, but I only flip to that when I'm setting up my weeks. So this is the main focus of my book. A little bit of washi tape. I wanted some pumpkins on the page. to have a little bit more of the traditional Halloween images. The orange needed to be added, I thought. And there we go. There's my third weekly layout for October. Either later on today or tomorrow morning, hopefully, I will have my last one. So I hope y'all enjoyed this. Thanks for watching. Bye now.